Digging in, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Calhoun at the track, the wall, and that is into the visitors' bullpen, a home run. A two-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
Batting fourth, catcher Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home run. Settling in now, Kyle Schwarber. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Coming to the plate now, Addison Russell, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one. That's the fourth hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Here's Albert now. His past history against John Lester. He's a .333 hitter, 5 for 15.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Hard hit ball to second. Played on the backhand. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Happ is there, 2 gone.
Batting sixth, shortstop Andrelton.
Stepping into the box, Andrelton Simmons. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Angel shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Lays off 2-2 now. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Schwarber going back on it. On the warning track, he makes. Now batting, Javier Baez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Calhoun is back, and he reaches up to put it away for a long out, number 1.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's take a look at second baseman Ian Kinsler, one of the real grinders in our sport. A leadoff hitter that creates problems not only with his power but the ability to steal bags. And on defense, one of the quickest double play turns in the game.
1 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and stretching for it is Kinsler, but it's out of reach. A base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Center fielder number 8.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here. This pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. It was a flyout for him to start the home first. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
Now batting.
Ready now, Chris Bryant. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. On to second, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
In now, Anthony Rizzo. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. At the plate, Zach Kozar. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired. Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. A solo shot here to left as they get on the board. It's 4-1 now.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Batting 8, catcher, Martin Maldonado.
Standing in now, Martin Maldonado.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Base is empty here with nobody out. This one also hit deep to left field. Schwarber racing back, and it's off the green monster. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Matty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on them. And that's what happens here. As he blasts this thing, the last two hitters have really set the stage.
Man, I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there. Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy can keep this train rolling. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So as he departs, not exactly sure why he's getting the hook, as he's given up just one run, but nevertheless he's on his way to an early shower. Brendan Morrow is going to jump into this one much earlier than I think he ever anticipated.
Brendan Morrow.
Next up, the two-way Japanese import Shohei Ohtani as he rips it on the ground to second. And there's one down now. So there's the first out here in the Angels' third, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
So he punches him out and looking at the fastball. Ian Kinsler is out number 2 here in the third inning. Maldonado at third with 2 away. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Angels strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Angels 1. Digging in to try it again, Wilson Contreras. He's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And it bangs off the monster. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Up next for the Cubs.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He flew out in his last at-bat.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. And that's a heck of a job to hold him in this single.
Russell.
Stepping in, Addison Russell. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Trout to the track. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Here's Jason Hayward now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Justin Upton will start things out when we return. 3 innings complete. The Cubbies are in front 4-1. Here's Justin Upton now. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way to Upton. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
And this is why you come to the game right here. I'll tell you what, this is an absolutely great matchup. A couple alpha dogs out there. That probably won't be the last fastball we're going to see.
Popped him up. Bryant is there. One down. Here's Albert now. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes. And the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Now batting.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the 2 teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Hit to third. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. First pitch of the at bat. No balls and a strike to count. Rizzo is over to take a look at it, and that's going to land foul. 0-1. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Hit hard to short. Scooped up on the backhand. In to score the runner from third. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Digging in for his second at bat, Martin Maldonado. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Looking to minimize the damage here. And there's ball 1. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Angels get just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 4 and the Angels 2. Standing in, Javier Baez set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Javier Baez.
Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Calhoun. 1 out.
The pitcher, number 15.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Brandon Morrow. Here's the pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. And that will bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Upton is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2. Here's Chris Bryant now, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Now the 0-1. Line hard, but foul. Ready with the 0-2. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So here's the Angels pitcher, Shohei Ohtani. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air to center field. Moving under it, Happ. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Ian Kinsler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Drilled on the ground to short. Gloved by Russell. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. He pulls into second safely as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
Carl Edwards Jr., a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled straight back, and that got up here to the press box. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch that time, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. You get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2. He's got to regroup.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Justin Upton becomes the second out here in inning number 5. Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. Happ ranging back at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and that'll score the tying run. We're back to even 4 apiece, and he will come all the way around to score. Unbelievable.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that, and everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Cole Calhoun is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. First pitch on its way. Shot back up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Contreras. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. From the stretch. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. Rizzo is on his way home, and a relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in once again, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Back goes Trout, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Contreras ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Now the relay home. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And he is out, retreating to third as they slap the tag on him.
Now batting.
Here's Addison Russell. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this is taken in by Upton, and that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrelton Simmons. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. In there, strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first down. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Zach Cozart will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch on its way. He fouls it straight back, and whoa, that almost landed in our boot. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball. Here's a huge swing by Cozart and a drive to deep left field. Schwarber back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Standing in, Martin Maldonado. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. It's the Angels 5 and the Cubs 4. Stepping in, Jason Hayward. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs half of the 6th.
Jason Hayward.
Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Second baseman, number 9.
So striding forward now, Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, Edgar Edwards Jr.
Jose Quintana will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 62, Jose Quintana.
Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Jose Quintana is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 62, Jose Quintana.
Chris Young is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Ian Kinsler swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Way outside. 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's had some success, 5 for 11. He also has 1 home run.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Cam Bedrosian gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Cam Bedrosian.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Skied into very shallow right. Calhoun has a read on it. 1 down.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sliders in for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot as we are all tied at 5. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matty V, you don't see this very often, Dero. Wind blowing in like it was today, the ball is still leaving the ballpark.
Yeah, and I think both pitchers used it was a disadvantage. They thought with the wind blowing in, they could attack the zone. They left a lot of pitches over the middle of the plate. Both these offense proved them wrong.
Set and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First delivery to him on the way. In the air to straightaway right. Calhoun on the run. Around first. He's digging for second. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's Addison Russell. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Now the double steal is on here. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. All even at 5 apiece. Here's Justin Upton now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here. Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him, and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. It's gone. They've taken the lead in the 8th.
Now batting, right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Yu Darvish is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 11, Yu
Cole
Darvish.
Calhoun will stand in now. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Darvish has racked up over 800 innings in his big league career and sports a respectable ERA just under 3.50.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In now is Andrelton Simmons.
He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And that one stayed up a little high. 7 runs, just 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Andrelton Simmons goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And Cozart even in the count at 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch, and he struck him out. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Angels 7 and the Cubs 5. Mike Scioscia heading out to home plate now, as it looks as though he'll be making the double switch here. Keenan Middleton will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Luis Valbuena will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 18, Luis.
Striding in, Addison Russell. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Hit hard on the ground to short, and that's through for a hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But this is speared by the first baseman.
The pitcher, number 11, Garvin.
Justin Wilson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 37, Justin Wilson.
This is pulled into right. Calhoun is right there as he takes it for the second out. Throw won't get him.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now in the box, Ian Happ. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And this is going to wind up as extra bases as Edel played 1 for sure and maybe a second. And he's going to make it to third safely. And there's your tying run at third now with 2 away.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
So striding in, Chris Bryant, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swing and a line drive into left field. A base hit. In comes the runner from third, and we are tied here in the 8th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He pulls this one into right. Calhoun will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network from Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one. Justin Wilson will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Into the box now, Martin Maldonado. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Oh, and 2, here it is. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Here's Luis Valbuena now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Wilson take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down.
Now batter, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he takes ball 1. That's by him for strike 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber moves over. And that's the 3rd out. Angels are gone in order. This remains a 7-all tie. Blake Wood comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
46, Blake Wood.
Coming to the plate now, Wilson Contreras. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. Trout is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber,
as he hits one on a line to left field.
Upton is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Stepping into the box, Addison Russell, his head-to-head line against Blake Wood. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. First delivery to him on the way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Upton going back. Gone! Santa Maria. Game over. So a solo shot here to left center field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about this selection. A cycle is about equivalent to a no-hitter for a pitcher. It's something we're only lucky enough to see a couple of times a year, if that. So that was awesome to witness.